There is a world separate from our own, an environment of profound and permanent stillness. It is a kingdom of eternal night, governed not by time, but by pressure. Here, kilometers below the sunlit surface, the weight of the ocean is absolute, a force that crushes and preserves. In this abyss, silence is the only language. It is a cold, alien landscape, hostile to the life we know, yet it is not empty. Suddenly, in the narrow beam of a submersible's light, a shadow resolves. It is not geology, but geometry. A sheer wall of oxidized steel rises from the silt, a fallen monument, a steel mountain range, where none should be. The form is unmistakable, yet entirely alien in this context. This is the destination, a cold, silent tomb resting in the dark, a final, somber period at the end of a sentence. The hook is not the object itself, but the deafening silence that surrounds it, the absolute absence of the vibrant, chaotic, and noisy world from which it came. That vibrant world was one of noise, ambition, and industry. This vessel was a microcosm of its age, a perfect snapshot of a civilization steaming confidently toward its future. We know this part of the story. We know of its celebrated purpose, a marvel of engineering designed for passage, commerce, or the grim necessities of war. We know of the lives it carried, a cross-section of a vanished society. Here were the hopes of the emigrant, the distinct fashions of the wealthy, and the disciplined duty of the crew, all segregated by decks that mirrored the rigid structures of their time. And we know, with solemn clarity, the catastrophic event that silenced it, the few desperate hours that transformed this icon of progress into a memory. This is the narrative that has settled into history, the human tragedy that rightly defines its legacy. It is the story we have always been told.
But that story, while complete, is not the only one this vessel holds. The human narrative is finite, ending with the loss. The material narrative, however, is merely suspended. This vessel is more than a grave. It is a locked vault, an accidental time capsule of a world now gone. The true inventory of that lost world lies not in the passenger lists, but in the cargo manifest. This document, a simple ledger of commerce, is the key. It details the economic lifeblood of the era, a vast and mundane collection now resting in the dark. It lists not just the personal luggage of the affluent, but the foundational elements of trade, the tons of raw goods, the industrial machinery bound for new factories, the thousands of sacks of mail that physically connected empires. These items were the functional, unglamorous core of its true purpose. They are the forgotten passengers, the cargo that represents the ordinary, daily business of a society. This inventory, long settled and sealed by pressure, offers a different kind of history, one of an economy and its objects frozen at the exact moment of disaster. But buried within those routine ledgers are entries that stop the historian cold, items that defy expectation and reintroduce a profound human intimacy. The manifest does not just list industrial goods, it itemizes the fragile ambitions of its age. Here, noted with bureaucratic precision, are sealed cases of delicate scientific instruments, the brass and glass technology essential for mapping a world that was still being charted. Deeper in the hold, a single anonymous crate designated for a new continent containing nothing but children's toys. Elsewhere, a consignment of preserved seeds and agricultural samples, including cultivars that are now rare, perhaps even extinct, a genetic snapshot of a bygone harvest. The true value of these items is not found in their original insurance claim, but in what they reveal. They are not just cargo, they are the physical extension of human curiosity, the precise tools of progress, and the simple, fragile evidence of a continued life that was never realized. These objects provide a direct, tactile connection to the specific futures that were sailing on that very voyage.
These specific items anchor the abstract manifest to tangible lives. Among the passengers was a naturalist, returning after a decade-long expedition in a remote, uncharted territory. His name is on the first-class register, but his true legacy is on the cargo manifest listed with chilling neutrality as 12 cases, scientific specimens. Within those trunks, now resting in total darkness, is his entire life's work. Hundreds of meticulously illustrated notebooks, pressed flora unknown to Western science, and insect specimens that existed nowhere else on Earth. He was carrying an entire undiscovered ecosystem in that hold. The tragedy, then, extends far beyond his personal loss. It is the irretrievable loss of the singular knowledge he alone possessed. His discoveries, physically preserved yet utterly inaccessible, remain silent. His future, and the future of his specific field, was locked away in those crates when the ship went down. This is the intimate context of the manifest, where one life's work becomes a permanent, silent, and undiscovered archive. We return, then, to the present, to the wreck itself, resting under the immense, crushing weight of the water column. Here, time is measured differently, marked by the slow, relentless advance of oxidation and the steady accumulation of marine silt. The ocean is an efficient recycler. The soft, organic materials, the paper of those notebooks, the delicate wings of the specimens, the fabric of the toys are long gone, reclaimed by the abyss. Only the hardiest artifacts survive. What the silt remembers are the bones of the vessel, the dense machinery, the gold coins, the ceramic plates, and the heavy brass of the scientific instruments. These objects are the last witnesses. The ocean ultimately consumes the physical form, dissolving the evidence of a lost world. But the story, the inventory of what was, is preserved forever by the simple act of our discovery.